Let's get through that. This is the 4th of July. We're going to be independent. Here's where we're going to be independent. Nor such faulting. Jesus didn't go to church. You can't speak the truth and go to church. They'll throw you out of church. This is about an accurate confession. You don't know your rear end from a hole in the ground. At church, they claim they know what they're talking about. No, they don't. They're not honest about the truth. The truth is they don't know one thing about Jesus Christ from that book. Not one thing. You can't know about people from books. You can't. You read it all day long. That text material, it has nothing to do with the truth. No, it doesn't. When you come out memorizing text material, you don't know the truth. That has been so proven in my lifetime, I am going to exclaim it. It's marvelous to understand that when so many don't. Thank you, United States. This is the most wonderful nation. It's like Rome. And the rest of the world needs to pant. You can't hear that in your nation. Ha ha ha! My nation will have a confession at the top that it's a hypocrite. Well, yours? And then what does the bottom do? Brag on its nationality? Ha! I love my country. Why do you say that? Are you trading Federal Reserve notes? You don't love your country because your country loves generations not born yet, and you are not living up to them and having a confession to them and for them. Your nation loves a lot more generations than the living. What of that? Doesn't have time to wait for the living, your nation. It loves the momentum of you coming and going. It loves that! And Old Glory has pledged a lot to that momentum and the decency of it. What of that? And this is what Jeremiah told the king of Israel. Isn't it? And the Babylonians understood this well and honored Jerusalem's God when they would not. They took pagan advice in their own chambers rather than the Jerusalem God's advice. Yes, they did. Because they didn't know the difference. And you watch the movie Jeremiah the Prophet, and he explains that. I don't know the difference. The poor king, horrified, didn't know the difference. Did the citizens? Did his advisors? Did anybody? Jeremiah did. The Babylonians did. And they did. They were far more honest with themselves than anyone in Israel, except Jeremiah. And he thought God was talking to him, and he was talking to his own wits, which is always the conversation of God. Your wit is your conversation with God. It doesn't come from under the wind. Oh, the wind was speaking to Jeremiah. No, it wasn't. Oh, he had to go in the wilderness. No, you don't. You get that one night watching a television show where it'll burst in your ears. What of that? You don't need to go up on those mountains and go to a resort and spend all kinds of money and get in a posture to do it. No, you don't. One good temper tantrum with the Almighty, it'll jump right off the page. What of that? Go to the Lord in prayer. Tell me what you hear. If you hear anything less than Moses heard on the mountain, you are not talking to God Almighty. You will hear more than Moses heard on any mountain and wrote in any tablets when you break down and get in a confession with your Maker. Right now! You're going to hear a lot more than Moses. Oh, yeah! And you got more of a tablet than you think. Right! Two-edged sword tablet. Speak! Here? Out here. Independence Day. Speak! The tablets that are more than Moses. Move! I command you. I am your last remaining monarch. Citizenship. Do it. Break down to your children today and admit you're a hypocrite for having them. Do it. Independent. Give your kids some tools to work with. Ask them for their help instead of degrading them for mocking you. Your hypocrisy. Don't degrade the children for mocking your hypocrisy when that's all you are. Don't do it.